Marijuana legalization is a hot topic in this country. According to a Gallup poll, 6 in 10 Americans say that marijuana should be legalized. A BDS Analytics poll shows that the marijuana industry could exceed $24 billion in revenue by 2025 and could also add an additional 290,000 jobs by 2021. A Pew Research Center poll in 2018 says that 2/3 of Americans support marijuana legalization. And according to another Gallup poll in 2018, 75% of Democrats and 70% of independents also support legalizing marijuana. I asked around students and staff around Delaware Tech about their opinions, and this is what we got.
I mean, I'm fine with recreational marijuana use. I feel as if people are going to do it anyway, so with it just being legalized, it just makes it more easier than having to sneak it and stuff like that.
I think recreational marijuana should be considered legal on a federal level, just because we've seen that it doesn't have nearly the harmful effects as alcohol. And if people want to use marijuana, they're going to use it anyway.
I guess it's probably not the best thing that like high school students are smoking marijuana, because it definitely doesn't help your brain. It doesn't make you smarter. But again, I believe in free will, so people are going to do what they want to do regardless. So.
I'm not surprised by it. I know peer pressure is a big thing, especially in the youth and juveniles, so it doesn't really surprise me. It hasn't really changed in our enforcement over the years, so yeah. I'm kind of neutral about it at this point.
So it appears that the economic impact has been very large for those states that have legalized it. They've seen a large growth in their revenues, so it does appear to be a benefit for them to have done so.
That's good. I think that's a good side to it, is that it's going to increase revenue for states, and that it is going to bring jobs in, because there's a lot of people that they like growing it, like even if they don't use it. I think that's a positive effect of it.
I do think we need it in Delaware with the schools and the referendums. If they would legalize it, I know it would have pros and cons and it would need research done into it, but the pros is they can maybe cut out some of the referendum bills and then use it to fix a lot of the schools and build more schools. The downside, the police might not be too happy, but but you got to take the good with the bad.
Because it was much worse back then than it is now. To them, it's a drug. To some people, it helps them with like diseases or pains or something, and they don't exactly know, because it was harder for them to get to it then. There's so much of it nowadays that you can buy it out of pretty much from anybody for a relatively cheaper price. So in the end, they still think it's bad, but a lot of other people who are more open to it think it's better for them.
I'm Solar Beza reporting for The Wire.